Much as this may look like the work of Vince McMahon and the WWE, I assure you this is no Royal Rumble or multiple threat match, but a 9-man playoff for the January 2021 3rd Division title. The video in the link above explains how we got here. If you've seen that, let's run through the contenders. Having slipped through his grasp once, would the title yet end up in the adroit hands of bow-twirler Shohoryu? Or would it go to the man who denied him, March 2020 divisional champ Nishifuji? Would phasmophobic Hamayutaka lay to rest the ghosts of his title near miss? Or would the man who thwarted him, 34-year-old Ryusei, come back to haunt him again? Might Saitama Sakae's alumni secure yet more silverware via the body slams of youngster Nihon Yanagi? Or the sheer doggedness of 29-year-old Shiba? Or would the oldest man competing, ex-2nd Division Sakigake, embody Mongolia's domination of the sport? Or would a complete outsider grab the glory? Koto Tsubasa, posting 6 wins at this level for the first time in his 14-year career? Or perhaps Fukamiyama, on the lowest rank in the entire division? It's a knockout contest far more convoluted than it need be. I think the thrill of drawing lots just trumps any sense of practicality for them. I'll explain as we go along. First up, Hamayutaka, 10 years a pro and no titles, versus Sakigake, 18 years a pro and no titles. You can really sense how big this is for them. The old pros are often more comfortable going backwards, their bodies having felt a foe's overextension so many times before. Sakigake goes through. Hamayutaka, joint leader going into the final round, is sadly out. Next, as fate should have it, bow-twirler Shohoryu is handed a rematch with Nishifuji. Most fans who bore witness to Friday's bout are rooting for him, but with a salaried promotion now off the table, the buzz and excitement just aren't there for the bow-twirler. And although Shohoryu maintains his head-on position this time, he's undone by the same Nishifuji ploy. Keep working on that right shoulder until the left parry comes off. "I just couldn't make that final step," said Shohoryu afterwards. He'll be right at the top of the division for March. Our third match features the ultimate contrast in practice environments. Shiba, with more than 24 colleagues at his stable, and Ryusei, with only the injured Kagamio for company at his. Ryusei frantically tries to avoid head-on contact and seeks to use his longer reach for an inside left, but Shiba gradually closes off all the angles, meaning even this fine attempt at a spin is doomed to fail. Ryusei's chances of a second title at this level over then, Shiba's still very much alive. Finally, Fukamiyama, who's never gone above Makushita 37 in 11 years, versus Nihon Yanagi, who will beat that rank in March after little over 1 year. But this time the 26-year-old schools his junior in the art of up and under, working on the right armpit, then swerving away. Koto Tsubasa was the lucky man handed a bye in round 1, and according to the press, they then drew more lots to see which of the winners just witnessed would face him. Sakigake drew the short straw and prepared for battle. A firm inside left and no-nonsense drive allays most of the doubts over stamina. It can't be easy when you're pushing 35. And now the semis await. Sakigake is grateful for the moment's respite while he watches Nishiki Fuji take on Shiba. Were Nishiki Fuji not already promoted, he might fight harder to make that inside left work. But Shiba's determined outside right easily wins this one and puts him through to the final. Back then comes Sakigake for a bout with Fukamiyama. And the Mongolian's looking very cool, isn't he? Especially once that outside right ensures no more attempts can be made to sidestep him. And that earns him this final against Shiba, with $5,000 of prize money at stake. Will Saitama Sakae really scoop Divisions 1, 2 and 3? Or will the Mongolian from Princess Diana High School snatch the crown? And Sakigake's belt grip is the firmer. He is the champion. I tried not to make the bouts go on too long, he confessed. But there were no nerves because I've been doing this forever. I actually had a lot of fun up there. And he's still looking forward, not back, promising to muster all remaining strength to try and return to Division 2. For that, he'll need to win more than 6 bouts in March, but who's to say that can't be done? He's just won 4 in 10 minutes.